Unfortunately, I can't say either because I'm constrained about providing any details about the acquisition, and I don't have any view about what Amazon wants to do. I just know why I invested and what Amazon has basically said from their press release.
You got in on a Series C in June of 15, and I believe a Series D as well about a year later. What did you see in PillPack at the time?
Well, what I saw was, I recognized the problem early on, which was there's a lot of people, basically the average person above 50 in the United States takes 5 prescriptions. And it's a difficult process. You have to wait in line, you have to get to the pharmacy, you have to wait in line, and then you have to manage your prescriptions. And I have had family members who've had to deal with this problem. My mom had dementia, and she didn't remember when to take certain pills. She had to get them into pill boxes, dropping the pills down the drain. All these things were problems, and PillPack basically packaged the pills. And I knew that this was a real solution for people. So that's why I invested. And the key reason was that TJ worked in a pharmacy. His family business was a pharmacy, and he understood what people needed. He just wasn't selling drugs. He was basically focused on people and what they needed. And that's what I found compelling, was that TJ as a founder knew what people wanted. And I've always loved that in founders.
Yeah, George, when you lay it out like that, I mean, it seems so obvious. I was just saying on the commercial break that I had a very dear friend who battled cancer for a long time, and to have a service like this would have really been extremely helpful for her. It seems to me the tricky part of this is the logistics. The whole idea of sort of picking and packing the pills, putting them together and shipping them to people. What goes into that process, and how is PillPack tackling that in a way that I'm sure looks very attractive to Amazon as well?
Operationally, it was intense business to scale. TJ understood that. He described to me how they were going to obtain the licenses, and that made me feel much better as an investor. I did not know how that process would work. I did know that the supply chain would be complicated and that they would have to scale that up. And that was the trickiest part of the business. I do know that it is definitely a scale business. If you want to serve hundreds of millions of people in the United States, you have to be a big company with big capital. And
George, what is the secret sauce here technologically? Is it Pharmacy OS? Is it, do you think they have a sustainable advantage in how they are able to analyze these multiple medications and get them to people quickly? What exactly is the secret sauce?
Well, I think at the beginning, the secret sauce of the company was always TJ's insight into people. And they basically designed the entire product around that. And I've always found that to be true with founders. So they always designed the product, the quote-unquote product, around that. And that's everything from the user interface on the website to the software to things like the Pharmacy OS that you're bringing up. And those are what builds competitive advantage. I think the fact that they had a full service offering is what was key, while a lot of other startups pursued the delivery service business where they were delivering for pharmacies, and all of those startups ended. Those consumers didn't really want full service, didn't really want delivery service. They wanted full service. They wanted to feel like they were actually getting a medication, and they didn't have to deal with multiple parties.
Makes sense.
I think that's the real competitive advantage, is being a full service company.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.